Hi, I'm Dave Scott. I've got a nice drill for all of you to apply in your swim workouts, and we'll find it's really advantageous for a couple areas. One, for your legs, and also two, for your hand on the front end and a high elbow set. So let me go through the two phases. Put on both fins, and I have the Finesse floaty fin right here, and I like this because it has a pliable blade. It's not real stiff, and it's not hard on your ankles, but you get a big dynamic stretch if you kick from your hips. This drill, though, is freestyle, and you're flipped over on your stomach, obviously, and you put on a single paddle. So when you put this paddle on, this is a Freestyler Finesse paddle, and it has a single loop here for your middle finger. You want to make sure that you keep your thumb and your index finger on the paddle like that. Don't grab the paddle, because I see a lot of people with the dropped elbow, and then all of a sudden it catches the paddle. So the purpose is to keep it on here to make sure that you have an high elbow set, and if you do drop it, it's just going to pull off. That reminds you, okay, I need to do this. So why two fins and one paddle? The fins will allow you to stabilize the back end. So not only can you work on the downbeat of the kick, but think about a straight leg on the upbeat. So in other words, your back of your leg, and lift the water off that back of your knee joint. With a single paddle on, you can keep a shallower front end catch. So if I put it on my right hand, I can concentrate on a shallower right hand entry. So take a look at this video with the ATV, and you're going to see an example of how to use both fins and a single paddle. It's a great exercise. Macy, we've got kind of a funny setup here. We've got one paddle on your left hand, both fins on, tethered on the back end, and we're going against the flow. Why would we even consider doing something like this? You know, the advantage of going with a single paddle is that you can incorporate left side breathing, right side breathing, and with the paddle on with more surface area, it'll allow you to really think about that paddle hand and that nice high elbow set on that front end, and making sure that you're not digging a hole with your fingers by flexing your fingers too much on that front end, and then releasing it on the follow through. Okay. Conversely, you can also think about your non-paddle hand, your right hand, okay? So as you're swimming, we can concentrate on the left side. Let's start off with left side breathing, and then go to right side breathing, and then go alternate breathing, all right? So this single paddle exercise, I think it transcends both the beginner all the way up to the very competitive level swimmer. And I do a lot of it. We put the fins on because typically for the beginner, having a little support on the back end makes it easier. So let's give it a try. Okay, good. One of the things that I notice when you have the paddles on, and both hands are doing it, is your entry. When you put your hands in the water, you really want to try to flatten your hands out because we increase that surface area, and you should feel this almost right away. I quite often correct it when people have a real thumb down entry. I say, okay, you know, I get mad. Put your little finger in like you're shaking hands. Well, no one swims like that, but once in a while when they do this, they think, okay, I'm doing this because I'm showing Dave how to do it, and then ironically, they put it in flat. So I'm going to tell you, because you've been swimming a long time, try to shake hands with someone, and let's see if we get it in flat. We'll do that next time, but that was good.
All right.